My name is Marissa Levin, and I am the founder and creator of the patented scale model. It is the only model in existence that business owners can use to build exceptional advisory boards and make sure that they surround themselves with the right advisors to move from their current level to their desired level. I'm also a 25-year entrepreneur, and I've built 3 successful businesses.
So please help me welcome Marissa Levin.
My inspiration for building the scale model and constructing the scale model happened several years ago when I was running my first business, Information Experts. I had built the company to a specific level and I just couldn't get it past where it was. We were stuck. And I was advised by one of my advisors to put in a formal advisory board. I thought that was a great idea. I went out and I did some research on what an advisory board is and how it can help companies grow, but I couldn't find anything out there on how to do it. There was no end-to-end process to make sure that we got the right people in the right seats around the table. So I invested a year of my time learning all that I could know about how to build an advisory board. How do you find the right candidates? How do you select them? How do you vet them? How do you build the right advisory board seats so that you are aligning them to what the holes and goals of your organization are? How do you compensate them? Do you give them equity? Do you give them stock? Do you only pay them in cash? How do you afford a board if you're really small? How do you integrate them into your organization? How do you associate them in legally? How do you bring them into what your culture is? How do you leverage your advisors? And then finally, how do you evaluate them and exit them in the event that they no longer fit and it's time to switch them out?
If your mindset is not one of strength and growth, then you're never going to be able to reach your potential.
There was no information anywhere on how to do any of this. So I set about and built the model. I built the process. In my experience, I also interviewed and met with more than 150 other business owners to learn what worked for them and what didn't work. What were the biggest lessons? What were the biggest failures? Who should you not have around on your board? How do you pick the right characteristics of your board members? How do you find board members that align with your values? There was so much information that I needed to know to make sure that I did this right. So I built the scale model. And I published the book, and I was so surprised to see how it took off in more than a dozen countries. There are business owners all over the world now implementing the scale model, and my passion is to get the scale model into the hands of as many business owners as possible worldwide so that they are equipped to get the right advisors around the table. Building an advisory board that is comprised of hand-selected advisors that truly understand where you want to take your business and know how to help you get there, this is one of the most important strategies that business owners can implement in order to reach their greatest potential.
Entrepreneurship feels very lonely. We think that we're the only ones going through what we're going through, but I will tell you, every organization, from the smallest, under $500,000, to the $100 million firms, they all struggle.
My lifetime legacy mission is to educate, equip, and empower 100 million entrepreneurs and leaders to reach their greatest personal and organizational potential. We all know that the power of community is an instrumental piece of reaching this success, and I am proud to have created the only patented model to help business owners build their greatest advisory boards and surround themselves with their greatest advisors.